gotta keep it 10,000. Rick Ross has to be one of the biggest frauds in hip-hop history.
Can't give him nothing because you took somebody else's name, fame, and game and put it into a track and made your own lane. That ain't the way it's supposed to be. So in all actuality, Rick Ross is a fraud. And you see the way he tripping over Remy Ma, right? He didn't want Remy Ma to drop a movie called The Biggest Boss because, you know, that's his little alias or whatever.
An independent movie, I can put it on.
Yes. You make a movie, and let's say the movie's about a rapper that used to be a CO, and now, you know, he wants to be a rapper. And you come to me, and you just give me the movie. That's your movie.
For you to be the nigga that got on camera several times lying. One minute you said you wasn't, next minute you said you was, next minute you said you was, but it was a bigger play. All types of lies, you stay lying. You yourself gave validation to that theory being true. Right. TV, we the real deal. So on that aspect alone, I gotta say, yeah, Rick Ross is a fraud. Do I like his music? Yeah, I do. Is he a good artist? Hell yeah. But you ain't Rick Ross. And you ain't never done nothing like Rick Ross. So I would just be happy and be a businessman, be humble, help people out, show the love. Forgive me for that. It's business all the time when you're dealing with fried TV. But at the end of the day, I'm just being 1,000. Rick Ross, as far as a persona, and us to believe that he was this big dope boy. Tell you what is real, because I'm a real nigga. Rick Ross had a crew of niggas, and he probably still deals with some of them. I don't know for a fact. I'm just speaking. What I do know for a fact, I had some people. Pork and Bean Projects ain't even there no more. Used to be, but it's not even there. You know what I'm saying? But I got people that used to be around that shit, right? OGs, older heads. And Rick Ross had a squad of niggas that was on America's Most Wanted, like, for real. You know what I'm saying? The rapper. Now, I ain't talking about the real Rick Ross. I'm talking about the entertainer. The entertainer was hanging around those cats. Is it possible that he made some moves? Did a little shaking and twisting here and there? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Has he done real things? I'm quite sure he has. Has he been in that environment trying to get the bag? I'm probably sure he has. I'm just speaking on the credentials of him coming out the gate the first time, not using his own persona, but someone else's life. Now, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Nobody knew Freeway Ricky Ross was getting out of jail, bro. You understand what I'm saying? He was supposed to be in there forever. This nigga got out. All right? And then I gotta say this. I got love for the G Unit. I grew up off them cats. I love everything every one of them do. Uncle Murder, I got up on him when Cocaine City 2 came out. The one that had Rick Ross on it, you know what I'm saying? The one that had 50 Cent on top of the rooftop talking to French and them about how he was gonna make shit happen and absorb everything. That particular DVD, right then and there, you know what I'm saying? I started rocking with Uncle Murder. Uncle Murder had a song up there that was hard as hell. But my man walked up, talk to my son, man. Go ahead, my son running the city right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Go talk to my son, B. And that nigga came out like, we on Spike Lee ass. We out here shooting movies. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. We out here with the gangsters. This was Uncle Murder. I started rocking with him. This nigga's hard. But at the same time, we can't critique Rick Ross, not you personally, because it makes it seem hypocritical because you got something that you did that was in the same fashion of Rick Ross. Because you went around lying, telling niggas you got shot in the head. Period. And to me, that's a little bit out of pocket. to speak death on your own, but to go around and carry a title that somebody did something to you, like shoot you in the head, that's lying. It's the exact same thing. Are you a real nigga? We know you a real nigga. But at that particular moment, I guess, you might have slipped up a bit, or whatever you may say. I just know that I'm not going around lying on myself, or especially about getting shot in the head. So at this point, you saying, well, he lied about being a gangster and he was a CEO and all that shit, truth really be told is that you admitted out your mouth that you lied about something that was really ridiculous. And Rick Ross was scared to admit he was a CEO, but it still lingers that could actually be real. He could have made a power move due to something else niggas don't know about. You dig what I'm saying? There is nothing that can debunk or actually validify what he said. But at the same time, validity wouldn't matter if it was real, because you'll be snitching on yourself. You dig what I'm saying? So there's a lot to think about, y'all. When it comes down to Rick Rose, how y'all feel? Get in the comment section, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, and share. All we doing is trying to get the real out here. We're not trying to start nothing with nobody. We're just trying to put the proof out there on the table. We know for a fact Rick Ross has lived a fraudulent life now for a long time when it involves the whole situation of him being the big drug dealer from Miami, plain and simple. But we also know that there's hypocrites out there that have things on their record and they're not in a position to be pointing no finger themselves. Get in the comment section, let me know. Y'all think Rick Ross really lived a life that he can't divulge and he putting himself in the ranks? Or is he actually just a liar and everything that come out of his mouth is a lie? And look, I'm gonna say it again real fast. Every real nigga in defense of Rick Ross, who is really in them streets dealing with the work, from any movie you ever watched, from all the documentaries, from all the real life stated public records about the gangsters that we do know exist in American history, they all were fucking with the police. Do you dig what I'm saying? They all had the police on their payroll or something. They was dealing with them. They was sending them to hit niggas that was competition. They was snitching on other niggas to the police. And they was using the police to protect themselves and to find out info that involved them before some shit could happen to them. So if Rick Ross was a CEO, but on the inside doing some overlay for the underplay shit that niggas don't know about, because I found out some other shit. I found out that on the low, he really don't got the job based off conspiracy of some shit. I don't know in depth yet, but I know enough that I could say that. That raises an eyebrow. So in my head, I look at it like this. If you was out here just doing you anyway, you could have been you. And it still would have sold. Because remember, that nigga was Teflon when he was trying to sign with Suave House. His name wasn't Rick Ross. Nigga name was Teflon, okay? Rick been around for a long time. And we know Tony Draper and a lot of them niggas, they don't deal around with no soft ass niggas. So I can't sit up here and say anything about his credentials as a real man, what he's doing, what kind of nigga he is, or none of that. What I can say is, nigga, you lied about being the real Rick Ross. That's what you did. You didn't just take a nigga name. You lied about being the real fucking Rick Ross. Plain and simple. And as long as you good with accepting that and people know that you accepted what you did, it would have went by far smoother. Because at the end of the day, niggas take names. Capone and Noriega. You know what I'm saying? People do shit like that. I'm just being real. Nas Escobar, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas be using this shit. Scarface. Niggas be using that shit, man. Niggas be out here. You know what I'm saying? But when you lied about it, that puts you in the category of what are you saying that's true? You see what I'm saying? But again, it's nothing personal over here at Fried TV. We just keeping it real. We report the news and we give our rendition on how we feel. Get in the comment section. Let us know how you feel. What you think about Rick Ross as an artist today. How do you feel about his music? Do you think there's anything substantial of his drug dealing lifestyle? And are y'all aware that he did actually take the real Rick Ross's life, not just used his name for a stage name?